Hi, I'm Jason Gorber for ThatShelf.com, and we're here to talk about a Lego glove thingy.
Shelf.
So we're here to look at Lego set number 76191. Contains 590 pieces, and I understand this is called the Infinity Gauntlet. For those of you that are big fans of Marvel and who doesn't know what the heck this is what Thanos puts on his hand. He collects all the Infinity Stones. He does a snap. So the instruction manual, as usual, comes with this nice little sort of black outline. I think they're changing these designs for the adulty Lego sets. I don't know how adulty a giant golden hand is from a comic book movie, but here we are. Inside you have the usual stuff, the shtick about the actual the gauntlet, images of Thanos, and so on. And then it's sort of broken into the three individual sections. And again, the structure is very similar. The opening stages are very, very similar to how the helmets are built, sort of as this main pillar. It's almost identical construction to all the helmets, and then they sort of plop this on. So you can see it's very much within the same section. Now, who is this for? It's obviously for a big Marvel fan. Weirdly, of all my nerdiness, this is not at the top of the list. And yet, as somebody who doesn't particularly care for the iconography of this sort of superhero movie, this is actually a really fun build. I thought it would be very repetitive, but its structure is such that it's actually quite enjoyable to put together, of all things. Even the fingers, again, with the parts usage, some of it should be relatively straightforward if you think about it. But again, I've seen a lot of these parts sort of in different contexts, and the way they're put together here, it's like, oh, okay, this makes sense. It's like seeing letters rearranged to spell a word that somehow you always knew, but you'd never really put them in the same position. The joy of the infinite possibilities of general Lego blocks. I think that if you are a fan of everything that this era of the Marvel Cinematic Universe represents, is obviously a definitive prop element, storyline element, and this really is where 20-something movies were sort of leading towards, is the moment that these little jewelry bits, the colored bits, were put into a giant helmet, a power glove, as it were. So for that alone, it's also, it's very interesting looking in the sense that it's unique. It's not a specific character, but a specific thing, almost like a prop. It's obviously not quite to scale, but nonetheless, it sort of exudes that sort of sense. I think that really it's going to be for people who are real big Marvel fans, or people who just want a heck of a lot of these parts. For people sort of in the middle, as a building experience, I think there might be slightly better sets for you actually to consider getting. I know this is the kind of thing that might actually be a decent investment. I don't even know how that works, but it's the kind of thing that's just esoteric enough and just desired enough by a certain subsect that for those that won't have a chance to actually get it at retail, this might be something that becomes all the more collectible after the fact. Who knows? It's not like most Lego sets go dramatically down in value, but it's just something to consider, that there are some that sort of are suggesting, especially because of the rarity of these pieces, that this will become a more and more coveted thing, as much as it was coveted in the films itself. So there we are, a look at the Infinity Stone Gauntlet, as I break it as it comes apart. With a little nameplate coming off, because, it's Lego. This is why it all goes together. For ThatShelf.com, I'm Jason Gorber. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to wave goodbye. Please subscribe. Here we are. Click those buttons and do all those obnoxious things that people on YouTube channels tell you to do. It really does help. Let us know in the comments about what you think of this set, if you picked it up yourself. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And once again, our look at Lego for ThatShelf.com. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next video. All the best.